I believe that the 2026 election has officially started. And it is unfortunately likely that recognizing the precarious position in which they find ourselves on the basis of yesterday's Democratic clean sweep, Republicans are going to pull out all the stops to try to win next year, no matter what. What are the stakes? What does all of it mean? That's what I want to talk about today. I believe that last night was really the opening shot of the 2026 midterm elections, and what is on the line must be understood. If Democrats take back the House in 2026, Trump becomes a lame duck president. Everything he wants to do for the last 2 years of his presidency will die in Congress. The agenda is dead. Not even a chance of major legislation. No more controversial appointments sailing through. Democrats will control House committees. They will control investigations. They will control the floor. Trump's presidency effectively ends 2 years early. And what's important about that is not only stopping Trump specifically, but also diminishing his power to choose an heir apparent, maybe J.D. Vance or someone else, and to maintain momentum into the 2028 election. And the thing is, Democrats don't really need that much. The House majority for Republicans right now is very thin. And the exact number of seats that will need to be flipped depends a little bit on how all of the districts are redrawn. It could be 5 to 8 seats. And the reason it's a little complicated is, Texas has redrawn their maps. California passed Prop 50 yesterday. That's going to, I believe, gain 5 seats through redistricting alone. So the point here is Democrats will be in a position to take back the House with relatively few seats needing to be flipped. So now we go and look at what happened last night. Virginia swung 17 points towards Democrats from where Glenn Youngkin won in 2021. New Jersey swung 10 points with the same Republican candidate running as in 2021. Georgia kicked out some Republican incumbents. If those swings held in competitive House districts across the country, dozens of Republican seats are suddenly in play. Seats that looked safe 6 months ago are going to end up being toss-ups. States that were toss-ups might lean Democratic. And the fundamentals are all working in the favor of Democrats. And we are now 30-something days into a government shutdown. Trump is admitting the shutdown hurt Republicans. Last night or this morning, he said, we got to open the government. Or he posted on Truth Social, the shutdown was a factor. And then today said, we got to open the government. It's their shutdown. It's their shutdown. Voters are furious about SNAP benefits being cut and federal workers not getting paid and the chaos. And if the shutdown continues, or if there's another one before the 2026 midterms, this is going to be an anchor around the neck of every single one of these Republicans who's running. Now, you add to that Trump's tariffs hurting the economy. You add the enthusiasm we saw in terms of turnout in a lot of these races. There are some real structural advantages for Democrats going into next year. But what we have to be ready for is MAGA will respond to this. They're not just going to accept losing. We've seen Trump calling to terminate the filibuster, demanding voter ID, calling to end mail-in ballots. When they analyze these results and see the momentum that Democrats have, they're going to get even more aggressive about voter suppression. They're not going to get more thoughtful about how can we win the hearts and minds of voters. No, that's what they should do, but they're not. They're going to say, how can we manipulate the voting systems and other procedural tools in order to try to win? So we'll see Republican-controlled state legislatures pass more restrictive voting laws, make it harder to vote by mail, make it harder to register, make it harder to vote early, purge voter rolls, all the stuff that they do, close polling places in Democratic-leaning areas. So they will be ready to make it harder for the coalition that showed up last night to show up again in 2026. They're going to say it's election integrity, it's voter reform, it's all great while they're doing it. Trump's posting about it. He's already said multiple times in the last 48 hours, we got to get voter ID, get rid of mail-in voting, make it harder for people to vote. So Democrats have momentum. Democrats have enthusiasm. Democrats have some fundamental and structural things that are favoring them. But this is going to be a real fight. MAGA is going to throw everything they have at suppressing the vote and making it difficult for Democrats to win, even if that is the will of the average voter. The question is, can Democrats maintain the energy of the last 24 hours for 12 months? Not an easy thing to do. Can Democrats fight back against the voter suppression? can you actually turn the momentum into House seats in November of 2026? If they can, Trump's presidency is over and the agenda stops. He's powerless for 2 years. He becomes diminished in his ability to pick a successor successfully. And that is why I believe the 2026 election starts right now. I don't remember higher stakes for a midterm election in all the time I have been doing this. And I think both sides know it. And that's why it is going to be a full year of this election. Tell me if you disagree with me, but I think it's already started.